Now, the other thing about it is that a lot of people are criticizing you also for spending, and let's get to this part about being a mother and juggling, because they're criticizing you for spending time away from your kids. Now, I understand that you have to work. I was a single mother for many years, and you have to make certain sacrifices, you know. But now you're going to be doing a couple of new shows, which is great for you, I think. Specials for TLC, a couple of things with your name and the show. When exactly do you think you're going to be able to see your kids? How are you going to do that?
Well, Dancing with the Stars obviously is very short-lived. You know, a couple more weeks, whatever. So that'll be over. And then the Kate show is starting, Twist of Kate. And then the specials with the kids, obviously, I will be traveling with the kids, and we're all looking very much forward to that. And those are things that are not on somebody else's time schedule. I can pretty much work those around, you know, custody around the schedule with kids. So I'm really looking forward to doing those. And I'm a single mom. I mean, you
Right.
said I have to work. I mean, I crack up when I hear this stuff that, like, you know, she should be home with her kids. Well, we should all be home with our kids. But I have to make a living just like everybody else does. And I'm just very honored and very blessed that I can work and support 8 kids, you know, solely if I have to do that.
Is that going to happen? That you're going to be the only one supporting the kids?
I don't ever plan on anything. I just know that I can count on myself to support them if need be, and you know, that's where I leave that.
I mean,
it's a thing of preparing. It's a thing of planning ahead. It's a thing of, you know, if that's what happens, nobody ever knows what's going to happen tomorrow. But I know that I need to be able to sleep at night, and in order to sleep at night, I know that I have to do what it takes to provide for them solely. I'm not saying it's happening or not happening. I'm just saying that's the responsible thing to do as a mother. Single mother.
Yeah. I don't know. What did you do before? Let's say it all went away and you'd have to really, like, work a regular job, not television job. What would you do?
Well, I am a nurse, you know, by training.
That's
and
right.
if I were to say, yeah, TV is just too much and I'm not going to do any of this anymore, I would be working 12-hour shifts 6 days a week. I might be 5 miles from the kids, but I would not see them any more than I see them now.
That's right.
And honestly, I wouldn't be able to provide for them at all because babysitting for 8 kids costs more than my salary as a nurse would. So this is truly a miracle for me that this, you know, career path took the turns that it did, and I hope that it does continue, that I can continue to provide for the kids, because I mean, that's my job as a parent.
I think that's a very good point that you make, because no matter what job you would be doing, you'd be away from them because you're going to have to support these children, you know? Now,
Right.
and you talk in your book about battling the paparazzi and crazy fans. Are you concerned about the kids remaining in the spotlight with the new shows?
Well, they're in the spotlight regardless of if they're on TV or not. They've been off of TV now for however long it's been, 6 or 8 months, and by that I mean not actively filming, and we still have paparazzi every day following us everywhere, and it will be that way. You know, we put our kids out there, and we did it in a manner that is healthy and safe for them, but at the same time, people fell in love with our kids and they invested in them and they invited us into their living room, and so I don't feel like that's going to go away anytime soon, regardless of whether we continue to be out there or not. The way I see it is the specials with the kids provides them opportunities to travel. We're planning a trip now for a special coming up, and they are beyond excited. They have asked for 6 months, when can we go on an airplane, Mommy? When can we go do this and that? And they're totally excited. They miss our crew. Our crew comes when the cameras are off.
I remember reading that when the show ended, they missed the crew. That was cute. All right, Kate, stay right where you are. We're just getting started. We'll be back with Kate Gosselin in just a minute.
Hello! We're over here.
You told me to stay here.
Come.
I think I was in lane 5 and you were in 13. So that's 8 lanes. Everyone heard you.
Hello, I need your help.
Go to 11.
No, I can't. Would you
Why?
come here? Because you need to stop playing toys and come help.
Now, there's an all too familiar scene for most married people in America. That was Kate Gosselin giving her ex-husband a hard time in their old reality show, John and Kate Plus 8. and Kate is back with me now. You know, there wasn't as much sort of John, I don't want to call it bashing exactly, but, you know, criticizing maybe of John in the book. Did you have a change of heart? Did you intentionally leave out any negativity, you know, a lot of negativity about John in the book?
You know, in the book, those memories honestly are preserved as good memories, Joy. I look back on those times fondly. I went by what was written in my journal during that time, and we had our struggles, we had our ups and downs, we had our issues, but those memories remain preserved as good memories. And I kind of, when I write a book, it's the same thing when I do an interview, whether it be print or TV. I know my kids are going to be able to read this. Kara and Maddie, I signed my first 2 copies to them, and they're reading this book as we speak, as one of their 30 books this year in 3rd grade. And I want them to read, you know, the good times, the memories, and things as I remember them. And, you know, any impression that they have beyond that is, you know, it's not my job to create their impressions of either one of us. It's my job to be a parent and to teach them the things I need to teach them, and, you know, let actions speak for themselves.
Right.
Really.
Well, they were there. They remember what they're going to remember. What they remember. You know.
It was all good times. It was good times for the most part, and it was the beginning of our show, and our kids were young, and we were still a team, and we were still pulling for the same things, and we still wanted the same things, and our goals were still the same then, really.
Well, you accept a lot of the blame for communication with him. That the communication was not good. And you said much of what I said to John was unwarranted. I could have watched what I said better, could have guarded my tongue better. So do you have any regrets about what you said? And do you think you'd still be married if you had watched, as you say, guarded your tongue better?
Nobody can say. I mean,
Right.
I'm willing to accept. I've accepted in the past the blame. You know, any marriage that falls apart, obviously there's blame, you know, on both sides. Excuse me. But I feel like I've really learned a lesson in the last few years about guarding my tongue, about choosing my words more wisely. And it's kind of like the ongoing lesson, the moving ahead. And I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
You know, all of us can go back and say what we would change.
But you say you learned.
I will accept blame. Yeah, I have learned. I've definitely learned to think before
Because you
I speak, and
you observed yourself. Very few people
I
get
did.
the opportunity to observe their own behavior on television. That's why I don't
It's
watch
true,
myself.
I know, I don't either. I don't watch my dancing. I don't watch anything.
Yeah, right.